of the verbs from now on will be in the first person. That is, the verbs in the lexical forms or in their vocabulary entries. So as we're learning vocabulary, let's place ourselves in the picture. So here we are the farmer. So what am I doing? Ago. What am I doing here? It's more general than just vadizo. Veno. Vlepo. Vlepotas Athenaze. I'm taking something into my possession here. Lamvano. We have a number of derivatives for this word, such as dilemma, epilepsy, syllable. And I forgot to mention, for ago, we had demagogue, leader of the people, pedagogue, and synagogue. Okay, this picture might be a little confusing at first, but we have two people, and I'm pointing to one of them. And so what am I doing for the other person? I'm assisting. Sulamvano. And normally you would give aid to the person in the dative. So if you were to compose in Greek, sulamvano afto. What am I, the boy, here I am the boy, doing? Akaluthao. Yes, there is vadizo, but here there's two people and one is following the other. So akaluthao. Oh, what am I doing to the ox? Kindao. Now, both akaluthao and kindao have that epsilon right before the ending. That will contract, as we saw with eukeo and poneo. And so I work, poni, I dwell, yuki, I goad here, kindo, with the accent on the end. All right, now what am I doing? Notice I have an object on the ground. Aroo. This is an omicron contract verb. And we'll see a few forms of this in the story, but we won't have to fully conjugate this for quite some time. What is this? Ovus. Tozendron. Notice that the article has changed. Before we had ovus with o, and now we have tozendron. The article tells us what gender the object is. O will point out masculine nouns, and to will point out neuter nouns. We will also see that the end of the nouns, the neuter nouns in the nominative, end in on, and there's this os, where we saw with ovus, a contraction to give us the digraph oo there, but originally it's just os, like an anthropos. Odendron. Odulos is owned by the guy sitting there having a snack. Odespotes. So what gender is this? You don't look at the end of the word, you look at the article. So it's a masculine word. A noun here. Tosperma. A seed. What gender is this? Look at the article, don't look at the end of the word. To, this word is neuter. I'm pointing at my tool here that I'm holding. That is tokendon. Now notice I'm pronouncing that tof as a duh sound. We talked about that in the alphabet chapter. The nasal is the voice in the nasal is bleeding over into the stop. So we end up with duh. And that is typical. When a nasal precedes any tof, you're going to hear that duh sound. When a nasal precedes a p sound, you'll get a buh. When a nasal precedes the kappa, you'll get a true G sound. G. Tolkindon. It's neuter. The article should let us know. That's the goad, the sharp pointed stick. Okay, this is a preposition. So motion from outside to inside, into, will always be followed by accusative case, is. Now just placement below. In Latin, it's sub, like submarine. In Greek, what's the accusative? Upo, like hypodermic, under the skin. Or hypothermia, below the temperature, having a low temperature. Upo, below, plus the accusative. Alright, some animals move quickly. How does the tortoise move? Vradeos. Vradeos. And we have some derivatives from that. Bradycardia is a slow heart. Bradylogia is a person who speaks abnormally slowly. I forgot a derivative for ovus, the ox. Bucolic. There's a nice word we could work into our normal discourse. It means rustic. So you can throw that one out there in your conversation. Bucolic. All right, now we have an adverb. Epita. Then or thereafter. Now this word is not as common as un and generally refers to temporal succession. So if we compare it to un means so, because of, then. So it's either temporal or logical. It's post-positive. It comes after the word where you would expect to translate it. And it's very common. So un has a broad range of meanings, very common. Epita doesn't have that logical connotation. Generally, it's only temporal, and it's not as common. It's not post-positive, so it's kind of a smaller, in the sphere of then-ness, epita would occupy a smaller space. What is this? When is this bird landing? This is a review from last chapter. Theoligo. When is this bird landing? They. Now for a quick vocabulary review. What am I doing? Argo. What am I doing? Veno. What am I doing? Vlepo. What am I doing here? Lanvano. What am I doing for the other person? Sulanvano. Akluthao. Kindao. Aro. Ovus. Todendron. O despotes. To sperma. To kendon. Is. Upo. Vradeos. Epita. Dioligo. Eide. O Diciopolis lei, spevda o xantia, que ferrimi to arutron. Ar o Diciopolis poni? Ar o Diciopolis poni? Ne. Ti o Diciopolis wants. Atheli means he wants. So, ti o Diciopolis atheli. What does Diciopolis atheli? O Diciopolis atheli to arutron. O Diciopolis atheli to arutron. Poso Diciopolis poni nun. Poso Diciopolis poni nun. O Diciopolis lei to dulo. O Diciopolis lei to dulo. He lays to his tozulo. O Diciopolis lei to dulo. Ti avtos lei. Ti avtos lei. What does he say? Spevda oxantia, keferi miu toarotron. Spevda oxantia, keferi miu toarotron. Now, mu is a new word. I wonder if you can deduce the meaning of mu in this sentence. Spevda oxantia, keferi miu toarotron. We know that fere is the imperative to bring, so bring toarotron. Then we're left with mu. It almost sounds like English. Bring me the autotron. Fere miu toarotron.